Hey guys, I'm Kirk with Bizzy Coffee, and today we're going to be going over how to brew using a French press, kind of the pros and cons of it, and just in general an easy, common way to brew cold brew coffee. So let's jump right into it. So we've got a French press here. The benefits of using a French press is just that it's a pretty versatile kitchen item that most people have in their house. You can use it for hot coffee, and today we're just going to show you how to use it for cold brew. So let's just jump right in. All you're going to need is some coarse ground coffee, French press, and some water. So we've got a bag of our Bizzy cold brew, light and bright, coarse ground coffee, and you can get this on our website or on Amazon. We grind all of our cold brew specifically for cold brew. It doesn't really matter what you use, but you're going to want to use a coarse ground coffee when we're doing cold brew. So we're going to use the recipe that we have on our bags. This will brew a 2-to-1 cold brew concentrate. And so what that means is that at the end of this, you're going to have a cold brew concentrate that you'll want to make with 2 parts mixer and to 1 part concentrate to get a nice flavorful, smooth taste. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we're going to use 1.5 cups of coarse ground coffee. We've got a 1/3 cup scoop here. So we're just going to take this and we're going to put it into our French press. Just put it right in the container there. There we go. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our water. So we're going to add 3 cups of water. We've got 3 cups measured out right here. Just kind of swirl it around in circles, get all the grounds wet. And then you're going to want to take like a spoon or something, a stir stick, and make sure you wet all the grounds. We want to get them all nice and wet so that you get a good, smooth, consistent brew, and we utilize all the grounds. There we go. And then we're just going to put the top back on, but don't press it yet. We'll press it after the brew is over. Right now we just want all the grounds to kind of be floating around in there and having most contact with the water. And that's it. So we're just going to let this brew for 14 to 20 hours, let it brew overnight. And we do 18 hours for all of our ready to drink cold brew products that you can find in retail stores at Bizzy Coffee. That's the recommended time that we go with. But you can use anywhere from 14 to 20, and we recommend brewing it at room temperature. However, if you do decide to brew it in a refrigerator, just add a little extra time to your brew and adjust it based on your own preferences. So we'll let this brew, and then we'll come back tomorrow and finish it off. All right, hey, good morning guys. So we're back, we're ready to finish the brew off. And the last step before we can pour this thing is just to now plunge the French press. This is the most satisfying part of this process for sure. So you just want to plunge it down, make sure pushes all the grounds to the bottom of the French press and leaves the top with just the concentrate that we'll then be able to pour. All right, there we go. And so again, so our recipe makes a 2-to-1 concentrate, and so what that means is we're going to want to add a little bit of water to dilute it. We're going to put 1 part cold brew and 2 parts water in here. So I'm just going to eyeball it. It's not an exact science, but this part is kind of based on preference as well. You can feel like a little stronger, add a little less water. Feel like a little lighter, add more water. Go. Looks good. And then I'm going to add a little cream to mine. And there you have it. Your own homemade cold brew. Delicious. So so that is essentially all you need to brew from a French press. French press is great for the obvious reasons that they're easy to find. They sell them in retail stores all over the place. Relatively cheap because of that, and versatile because you can brew hot coffee from them as well. And some of the cons, I guess, would be that there just is a lot of parts to the French press, a lot of things you have to clean when you're done, a lot of like, you know, little crevices in the spot where you get coffee grounds, and yeah, it just makes it a little more difficult to clean. But other than that, this is a great way to brew cold brew. You get a nice, strong, bold flavor because the grounds are in the water throughout the whole process, mixing in and you know, brewing and steeping to maximize the full flavor. That does make a little bit of like a more gritty like mouth taste to your cold brew. There's, if you use an infuser or something like that, or a pitcher pack, you're gonna have like it's gonna have less of a gritty taste. So, you know, some people like that taste, some people don't, but that's just something to consider if you're looking for new ways to brew cold brew. Other than that, that's really all there is to it. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out more of our videos, and let us know in the comments below what your favorite method for cold brewing are, and or if you've ever tried a French press, or if you have any questions for us. Thanks a lot, guys.